Hello, I'm Anastasia von Sievers, and this is the Power of One postcard show. And let's have a look, little profile introduction of our guest. Legend story. He's a Spanish former professional motorcycle racer, 5-time world champion with 3 Moto Grand Prix World Championships. Jorge Lorenzo. Hi, Jorge.
Hi, Anastasia. How are you?
How are you?
Very good.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Pleasure. Long as I know you're just here for a few days.
Well, a few days, no, 2 months and a half I will be here.
So you'll be coming often, basically.
Yes, I would like to spend more time in Dubai.
And I'm lucky to coach you.
Yeah. Well, with one friend on common, we meet each other and yeah.
How does it feel to be a winner?
A winner?
A winner, yes.
Well, very lucky. I'm very proud to all the things that I achieved, because I achieved it with many hard work, hundreds and miles or even millions of hours of training and hard work, many crashes and injuries. But I was lucky. I was lucky in life. I got a father who teach me a lot about discipline, about hard work, and I've been, I think, clever enough to know what I need to be better every time. So I could improve by myself and get better. So it's a combination of things.
You were with Yamaha for 9 seasons in a row. It proved to be very successful, but you moved to Ducati, and then you struggled into Ducati. Why? What happened? And why did you move from very successful team to another one where you were struggling? What was the problem?
Well, firstly, you don't know if you are going to struggle till you try, no?
Yeah,
it's like in life. If you don't try the things, you don't know. Yeah, I arrived to Yamaha with 20 years old in 2008. I became world champion in 250, so in the middle class. So I jumped into MotoGP with Yamaha. And the first time I tried the bike, I just felt love in first sight. Was like the bike was made for me, for my riding style, was perfect for my riding style, for my skills. And I was very competitive from the beginning.
Especially Yamaha was made for you.
Yeah, the bike. Because I'm very smooth rider, and the Yamaha, you need to ride it very smooth to get the best performance. Kind of the opposite of the Ducati. That's why after, when I jumped into Ducati, I struggled so much. But Yamaha was perfect, and I made the pole position, my first race, pole position. I finished second on the race. And I won my first race, the third race in MotoGP. So the combination by myself and the bike was unbelievable. So that year, 2008, as a rookie, I finished 4th. I finished second in my overall in the 2009, in the second season, and I won the championship in the third season. And then I won 3 more world titles with Yamaha. But I needed some new project, some new thing, because I was working with the same people for 8 years and the same bike. And I needed some new motivation, a new ambient, new team, new faces, new bike. That's why I try this challenge of Ducati. But as I told you, the bike, to be competitive with Ducati, you need to ride it completely different than Yamaha. And it took me 1 year and a half till I won again also with Ducati.
But you made it.
I made it because I'm very stubborn. And when I want something, even it doesn't matter how much I need to work hard, or how many times I fail. I keep trying till I do it.
Yeah. Looking back to your first Moto Grand Prix winning, what was the real challenging moments for you?
In my career, I mean.
When you were winning your first MotoGP. What was the most challenging moment during the race? I mean.
The day I became world champion.
Yes.
Well, it was challenging because it was the first time. And always in life, the first time before you do something for the first time.
What age was it? Like 2010?
23.
23.
Was difficult. So I arrived into Malaysia. Malaysia was 2 races till the last one, with many points of advantage to the second classified rider. That was Dani Pedrosa, Spanish one. And he injured in the previous race, so I just have to finish the race in the 5th position. Was enough to win the championship. But everything can happen. You can crash and injure yourself. The bike can break the engine and you need to retire. You never know what can happen. So I was very nervous. I could not sleep before the race for the last 3 or 4 nights for the nervous I felt, because I knew the importance of the date. I knew it was a very important moment in my career and was the maximum I could achieve as a motorcycle rider. So luckily everything went well. I finished 3rd in the race and I won the first world title. Yeah.
I was watching some of your races. You are a very aggressive driver.
Yeah, as I told you, as a riding style with the bike, I was very smooth. I was like dancing with the bike. Like when you dance with a woman, I was like this, very smooth. Other riders like Marc Marquez, for example, one of my biggest rivals, was kind of the opposite. They were very aggressive and they move a lot on the bike. But I always try to use the minimum strength on the bike to save energy. But when I needed to be aggressive, fighting with my rivals, I could be aggressive,
Yeah, but you were basically considered as a very aggressive driver in your riding. So you were suspended from taking a part of next riding.
Yeah, this happened in 2005 when I was 17. At the beginning of my career in the World Championship, I didn't have the experience and I wanted the things soon, for now. I could not wait. I was very impatient. So when I wanted to overtake some rider, I didn't wait. I didn't have the patience. And when I see some gap, I just go. And sometimes I touch with the rider and I can crash.
Yeah, I've seen one of your very aggressive taking over from 2010. From 2010, you were very close to the other driver.
Yeah,
basically behind, just touching him. You touched him a few times. Yeah, then you took
with
over.
Rossi, with Valentino Rossi. Yeah, Valentino Rossi is one of the most popular riders, or the most popular rider. He's like the Michael Jordan of the motorbikes. And I was his teammate for 6 seasons, and we were very, very rivals. We were very enemies. So maybe this video you show with him, fighting with him.
Yeah, it was cool actually watching. But then he congratulated you, like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know where you see this video, because we normally don't congratulate each other so much. We were like big enemies. Maybe it was not him. I've been always very competitive, and in the track, in the circuit, I didn't have friends because I was very focused.
Because I was watching the video from 2010, and the rider whom you took over, and who was saying that you are super cool, who congratulated you, was wearing the same uniform, the same color,
then was
orange,
Valentino.
Orange, and you were wearing blue, white and blue.
Orange.
Orange.
He was orange.
Yeah, it was.
Then was not Valentino Rossi, was Stoner, one Australian rider, because different team and different bike. The sponsor is different, so maybe I was with Fiat.
Yeah, it was Fiat. Yes.
Fiat.
Yeah.
And he was with Repsol. It's like a Spanish petrol station.
Yeah.
So he was racing for Honda, and I was racing for Yamaha. It's like in Formula one driver drive for Ferrari and another for Mercedes. No? Different teams, different colors.
Okay, it was different. Another driver. So tell me about your injuries. You said you had 8 injuries or something, and
More than 18 years, probably.
And you drove after surgery straight, like you drove straight after the surgery next day.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, more than 8 injuries for sure, maybe 20 or 30. Just this collarbone, because collarbone is the bone which all the riders broke. Because when you crash, the first part of your body that goes into the tarmac is the collarbone. So all the drivers have the collarbone broken. And the last time I broke the collarbone, as you said, was in 2013 in the Holland Grand Prix. I crashed on Friday and the race was on Sunday. So I said, again, the collarbone, I was feeling so much pain. But I needed to wait till Monday, till the doctor of the track, who go to every circuit of the championship, finalized all the race to go to Barcelona and get operated. But I feel so much pain that I couldn't wait. So I call a doctor in Barcelona and I say, I want to operate just tonight. So I rent a private jet from Holland to Barcelona. I get operation that night. When I wake up the next morning, I felt so well, much better after the operation, that I start thinking to come back to the circuit and race on Sunday. So I did it.
And you did it.
And I finished 5th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I didn't want to lose a lot of points to my competitors. And if I miss the race, I lose many points. So maybe I lose the championship. Because I wanted to win so bad the championship, I make this crazy thing to race after 30 hours of the operation. That any rider in the history did it before. And never will do. I'm sure.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You're a real legend for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how did it feel to drive while you were driving with the collarbone broken after the surgery? So it's not...
It's crazy.
I don't
but
think it's pleasant.
They put a plate here. So they connect the broken bone with the plate. So finally, yeah, it's a little bit more weak for sure, but finally you can
move.
You can do some effort.
Do something.
For sure, you have a lot of pain, and the doctors put you some painkillers and some pills to reduce the pain. Finally, in the middle of the race, because the race lasts 45 minutes. It's a lot of minutes. And with these bikes of 160 kilos and 300 horsepower, with the best riders in the world, fighting is very difficult. So in the middle of the race, you start feeling that the painkillers start not working anymore. So it was very difficult to finish the race. But the willpower and the conviction and the visualization that I make before the race helped me to do it.
Jorge Lorenzo, campeón del mundo de la categoría de MotoGP. Jorge Lorenzo, MotoGP World Champion.
Llegué a la última curva en una vuelta y de repente veo la...
But yeah, for sure, was a crazy.
You're very stubborn.
Was a crazy idea.
Yes.
Was a crazy idea. But I think I will do it again. If I could go back, I will do it again. Yeah.
So basically, driving a motorbike on a high speed brings your life on the edge. So basically, brings your life at risk. But on the other hand, feeds you with high adrenaline. So how are you going to keep up with lack of this high adrenaline in your life? What are you going to do? What are your plans in life? What are you going to do?
Well, many people told me when I was still racing that you will see when you retire, you will get bored and you will be like in a depression or something like this. But it was kind of the opposite. I was much more happy when I retired because I could start enjoying the life with a lot of free time because I don't have to work anymore, luckily. And do the things I could not do when I was so focused and so disciplined with the MotoGP. So every day for me is a lucky day, it's a holiday day. and I can do whatever I want. So I feel very lucky and very proud. How I fight with this adrenaline lack. I race on
You want
cars.
to go back?
No. I was tempted to come back when I retired in 2021. But finally, when I was already the contract to sign, to come back to Ducati and race again, I could not sleep on the night because I was thinking only the negative part of being a rider. So the injuries, the pressure, the discipline, the hard work. So I could not sleep just the last days before signing the contract. So I decided to don't go back. I called Ducati and say, sorry, but I don't want to go back. So I didn't go. So I said, I like the adrenaline, I like the races, the competitiveness with other riders. So maybe I try on the cars because it's much more safe. You are covered with...
you cover it with...
You are covered and...
You're protected.
You are protected.
Car is your protection, yes. When you drive bike, you have no protection.
The racing cars are very protected with this tube, very big and very strong. So if you have an accident, the car get injured and you don't get injured. But you still can feel the adrenaline. You still work with the team to improve the car and to work in the small details. So I still have this. I still feel like a rider, but I don't risk my life, or at least not as much as with the bike.
Maybe you would like to be a professional coach to teach some young guys.
Yeah, but if I will be a professional coach, I will need to waste a lot of time, and maybe I would like to do another things. That is more fun for me. I don't like compromises. I don't like to wake up soon. I don't like to be every day at that time in that place. I like to be free and to plan my day, not in a hurry, waking up late and see what happens. I prefer that type of life.
So basically you feed up a little bit with this strict schedule to be strong.
Yeah.
You just want to do your thing, your life.
Yeah.
I remember you mentioned that you're going to do some real estate. Which places, which locations are you going to do this? Opening your own company or?
Well, luckily, through my career, I understood that to keep your money and to create income is very important, because some other sportmen, when they still were competing and when they were still professional, they have a lot of expenses like beautiful cars, hotels, holidays,
shopping,
presents to the girls or the friends, and they spend all the money. Then when they retire, or they want to keep the same lifestyle when they retire, but with no income, then they finish the money. So luckily, when I was already 20, 22, I start investing my money. Sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes I make good things. I create a sunglasses company that in just 1 year, investing 1,000 euros, I sold my 50% for 1.7 million euros. But I make some mistakes as well, no? Because when you try things, sometimes you get it wrong. But I learned from that. And for sure, real estate is one of the best things that you can buy, because there are three things sure in life. That in 50 years old or 100 years old, there are three things sure. We are going to eat food, we're going to drink, and we are going to live in one house or one apartment. So if you buy an apartment, till you die, the apartment or the house will be there. If you don't sell it, or a bomb doesn't crash into the house, or fire or something like this, but it's very difficult that the house don't stay there till you die. And this house, you're always gonna generate you income every month, So you can live, if you have 10 apartments, 20 apartments, you can live without having to work. So I think real estate is always the best option. You buy it well and in good locations. And Dubai, I was lucky. I bought last year 4 apartments here, and the prices go up in this last year. So I have this benefit, and now I'm going to put it for rent. And I think, Switzerland and Dubai are good places to invest in real estate.
Yeah. Basically, real estate assets, passive income is most for you, most important. Tell me a little bit more about this sunglasses company. How did you come up with the idea to do sunglasses? Why sunglasses?
Yeah, always it happens a little bit of casualty because I have a friend, a Spanish one, that knew another friend that buy the glasses from an American company. Like it was the first company in the world who started fabricating glasses only 20 euros, like 10 years ago. Because normally the glass is 60 euros, 100 euros, but never 20 euros. But they were the first who made very cheap sunglasses. It was called Knockaround, the brand. So this friend buy it for 8 euros, or no, 12 euros, and sell it for 20 or 18. So have this 8 euros of benefit. So he gave me these sunglasses just to use it on the grid when I was on the grid to compete with the bike. So I put it in these 50 minutes of the grid that you have the umbrella girl and the cameras and blah, blah, blah. So I put these sunglasses by free because I didn't have any contract with any brand. So because they were cool and was good, I put it. And he came into a race in Montmeló in Spain, in the Spanish Grand Prix. So he went into my motorhome, my friend present to me, this guy. And I saw that he was like a genius guy, very clever. So he explained me that this business with Knockaround, that he buy the sunglasses to sell it in Europe for them. I said, hey, I have an idea. Why we don't create a brand? We go to China, so China fabricate the sunglasses, but we don't pay 12 euros. We pay 3 euros. So we pay 3 euros, we sell it for 20, we have 17 euros of benefit for us. So we create this brand called Hawkers, that still is very important in Europe. And I remember the first day that we published the brand, put it for sale, the first day, was I was in a race and I put at the back of the helmet Hawkers, the brand. And I won the race. When I arrived to the Parc Fermé with my team celebrating the victory, I stand up of the bike and I make this signal. So one photographer from behind make a picture of me making like this Hawkers here. So we put this picture on the Facebook to make advertising. First day, 20,000 euros.
Sold.
Yeah, of sunglasses of 20 euros.
Wow.
Then second day, 25.
Wow.
Growing. But we fight with my partner. He has 50%, I have 50% for some reasons. So we decided who is gonna take the 100% of the company, me or him. So we make like a push, like a, who will gonna give more. I don't know the name.
Like kind of auction.
Auction.
Yeah.
So the first one who have to make the offer was them. So the first offer already 1.7 million. I say okay, and I sold it after 1 year. So I invest 1,000 euros, and I sold it for 1.7 million.
And now this brand is successful.
Now the value of my 50% will be 100 millions. But anyway, it was a good deal. And
at this time, yes.
Yeah.
So basically, you
probably
took the money and invest in someone else.
The investment who give me more ROI for sure, without any doubt. But anyway, it was kind of luck, and also to be brave and to be in the good moment with the perfect people. that happen. But real estate is more safe, and it's difficult to make mistake with real estate.
And are you planning to create family, babies? You have kids, no? You do.
Yeah, I always say that the father part I will cross over. I will be directly grandfather.
Why?
Because I already 36. My father took me with 28. I'm already 36. My mother was 23 when she had me. So with 36, or I hurry up or I will be grandfather directly.
No, you're still young. You still have time, I think. You still more time.
You know, it's very important moment of your life, because when you have a kid, you need to live for the kid. Your life is secondary, and it's a big responsibility.
How about your personal part of life? How about women? Let's
Women.
say. Yes.
Well, I got some girlfriends in the past, 3 girlfriends in my life. The first one I was 17. The second one I was 28. And the last one was 4 months ago. So, yeah, beautiful experience. I am in contact with the first and the last one. So I think it's good always to have a good relationship with with a girl that you love in that moment. No, I think it's ugly to don't have relationship or to hate a person that you love so much for some moment of your life. So yeah, even I have a WhatsApp group with my mother, my sister, and my first ex-girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Together we are
That's
like
so
a
nice
like a
of you.
family. So she's part of the family practically. So it's very nice.
How did you keep up with your personal relationships and your basically very tough motorbike racing life? This was very dangerous. Actually, it's very dangerous sport.
Yeah.
How was your mom feeling? How your girlfriend was feeling about it? Did they
Well, my mom
worry about you?
My mom could not see the races. When the race was on the TV, she go to the bathroom or to the kitchen or whatever. My father could see the race, but always making like this all the time to hope that nothing happened to me. Unfortunately, it happened many times, something. And the girlfriend in another level also, I think she felt the same, no? In some way.
Did you have crashes? Did you how your injuries happened basically?
Oof. Hundreds and millions of times that I crashed. I started with 3 years old till the last one in 2019. So many years of crashes and injuries and hospitals and
it didn't stop you?
for example, no. I have a very important injury in my finger that I lost part of the finger. It's very common on the riders because when you crash the bike or the hand lever, in that case, what the hand lever that destroyed the part of the finger, and you go crashing like this with the asphalt. It's very. So some riders are like this, some riders are like me, like this, or even worse, like all the hand. But it happened 2011 in Australian Grand Prix. So imagine, when it happens, I said, okay, I have some pain, but not so much. It will be the same as here. That was like I had to put skin here and skin also here. So I thought it was the same. But when I took off the glove, I thought it was like a nightmare. So because I saw the bone white and all the blood. So it was terrible. And I said to my mechanics, go to try to search the part of the finger to put it. But there was no part of the finger. So I had to fly to Melbourne, get operated, because I was risking to lose the finger or even the hand if they were not quick for the operation, because can be infected. So the doctor operated me in Melbourne, and I had to stay like 3 months recovering every day, like changing this, disinfected, and was a risky weeks. But then 2011, I already won in 2010 my first world title. So my first worry, when I saw the finger, I said, 2 worries. Like, I'm gonna be able to ride again, because when you take the bike, you need to be strong, no? Maybe with the finger like this, you struggle, no? And the second worry with the girls, with the woman, maybe I will have difficulties because, and then I won 2012. I won the second world title, and 2015 the third one, with the finger like this. So no problem for the first worry, and with the woman as well. So no problem. Even when I meet a friend or a woman, after 3 months that I have connection with, I have relationship with that person, he didn't see.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even see.
Luckily, it was not this one or this one that is more visual. Was this one? It's okay, no?
You were lucky. I would say you were.
I was very
you were
lucky,
lucky.
yeah.
Yes.
Even if I am fuck up all my body and sometimes I have some pain, but I'm lucky to be able to walk. I'm lucky not to be in a wheelchair, or I'm lucky not to die, because some of my colleagues died, no, with
Really.
my career. Yeah, I saw dying 4 of my colleagues. Taijiro Kato 2003, Tomizawa, Japanese 2010, Simoncelli 2011, and Luis Salom, Spanish one. That I knew him from I was a kid. He trained with me when I was a kid. 2016. 4 colleagues died.
This is very risky sport. This is high speed motorbike. You're not protected, as you said. It's not even cars.
It's almost impossible to reduce the risk in motorbikes. The only thing you can do is improve the protection a little bit to improve and to be more modern on the helmet. But every time the bikes are faster and faster and faster. So when you crash faster. And also the tracks can get bigger, so you don't hit the wall, so you have more space. They can improve the circuits, but finally, if you crash at that speed, or maybe someone
Did you hit the wall?
No, luckily no. With the car, yes, but with the bike, luckily not. Or the most dangerous part of the race is the first lap, because we are all together, like 25 riders, and if someone crashes in front, the other ones can
Cross
the body. So if a bike crosses the body, almost sure you are dead. So very, very dangerous sport, yeah.
Yeah, very dangerous. What would be your suggestions to young beginners who is beginning this
sport? Motorcycle.
Yes. What would your suggestion? Keep going, keep doing, or to be careful and better not to do it?
Well, for sure, they need to be conscious that it's not the most safest sport. The most safe sport should be the chess, or the golf, or the tennis. But for sure, motorcycle is one of the most risky sport, if not the most risky. So they need to be conscious about that. And if they are conscious and they want to put their physical or their body in risk to become world champion or to become successful, then motorcycle must be the priority in the life, must be the only thing. The rest is secondary. If you want to be number one or successful, must be like obsession, must be like the only thing in life. If it's important but not so much, and maybe it's as important as go party or go with your friends or whatever, you are not going to be successful.
I agree with you. Yeah.
But
so many sportsmen, yes, do
everything
this
in life.
thing. Yes, party, travel, shopping, as you said.
Everything in sport, in business, in whatever work you do in life, or if it's not your priority and the only thing, you are not successful. Because you have many people that they are obsessed and they work more than you. So if you don't work at minimum the same hours of them, you are not gonna be the best. It's impossible. Or you are more talented, or you work more hours than them. It's the only way to be more successful. And the best in the world, the best in the history are talented, and they work harder than the rest.
And if your child, for example, your future child, future son, wants to do the same, would you allow?
For sure, I will not be the sponsor of him. I will not want that he became motorcycle rider, because I know how much risky it is and how much you suffer when you have an injury. I will. If he find the money when he's 18 and he buy a bike and start, okay, it's his problem. But then it will be impossible for him to become good, because already with 18 years old it's too late to start. So if I have a son, he will not be MotoGP rider for sure. Maybe I will teach him from the beginning, from he was a kid, the investment world, the real estate, the stock market, and all of this.
What would you do if
because I think this subject in the school should be mandatory. It should be mandatory to subjects that is not on the school. The relationship with people and with women or men, with the opposite sex. Nobody teach you anything.
They teach LGBT.
Yeah,
They teach LGBT.
LGBT.
LGBT, yes. Like man with man and woman with woman, you know. But not
opposite sex. You need to understand how to communicate, how to. No, nobody teach you anything. You need to learn by yourself, and if you are shy, you never learn. And the money area, that people say money is not important, money is the devil.
Financial education.
Money is very important.
Yeah, financial education.
Because this is money. If you have some health problem, costs you money. The food, the water, the house you live costs money. Everything costs money. So money is very important. And someone in the school needs to teach you how to deal with money. But maybe they are not interested that people know about money. No?
I often ask this question: how much money you need for life?
How much money?
Yes. As long as we're talking about money, I wanted to ask you how much money you need in life.
As more as possible, for sure.
Like a number.
If I have 100,000 per month that I can spend, is much better. But if I can have 1 million, even better. Or 10 million, even better, for sure. So you cannot decide, you cannot see the price, how much it costs. I don't care, because I have enough money. This hotel, I like this hotel, but it's too expensive, then I go to this one. No. If I like this one, I go to this one. For this, I'm obsessed to create enough income to have the life I would like to have. But money is important, is without a doubt important.
So basically,
but maybe the people who doesn't have money make it like this, say this phrase as a excuse for them to feel better. Money is not important, but they work 80% of the time for money in their life. They spend 80% of their life working for money, no?
You know, I knew nothing about motorbike sports. Now
a little bit more.
Now a little bit more.
You will go to sleep knowing a new thing, no?
Yeah,
That's very important.
Yeah, but it's very interesting, you know, to know something new, to meet lots of.
You should go to one race to understand. It's also very glamorous sport.
I went to Formula 1 a few times, but I never.
We are the poor brother of Formula 1. Let's say. Not so poor, but compared to Formula 1, a little bit more poor, because there is more money on the cars.
More challenging, more dangerous.
But I think MotoGP is more fun to watch than Formula 1, much more fun. Because the race is shorter, 45 minutes. The Formula 1 race is 1 hour and a half. Is too long for me. And it's more overtaking. You know exactly who is leading the race, because you know in Formula 1 if the leader stops, then maybe the second, third, or even fifth rider overtakes in the classification, and you don't understand who is leading the race. But on the bike, you don't stop on the pits, so you know exactly who is leading the race for all the race. No, so it's less confusing. No.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your time. And I wish you good luck in your investments, in your building your future wealth, aggressively building, as you like to do it. I know.
Yeah.
But
it's important also to be a little bit fearful sometimes.
Yeah.
Not only greedy and aggressive.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. The fear sometimes is important in life. To have a little bit of fear sometimes is also necessary. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
If you don't have you never have fear, you will die someday. You know,
course,
it's very important.
But when I was watching you driving, you have no fear. You're so confident.
I have fear.
Overtaking.
Because
driving.
I did this for all my life, so I knew exactly what I was doing. If you try to do the same, for sure it's risky because you don't have no idea.
Once I tried to drive the bike and I hit the wall immediately. This was my experience.
We are the opposite. We are not crazy. We are very sensitive persons.
Yeah.
Because we need to feel all
millimeters. Yeah.
Or what is doing the bike, because if we exaggerate just 1 centimeter, we crash. So we are very sensitive. Not crazy. People think we are crazy, but we are very far from crazy.
Driving on the edge.
If we were crazy, we will die the first day on the circuit.
If you'd like to participate in the show, being interviewed, having a short documentary about your ideas, how you brought your ideas into the real life, how it helped or improved your life, or you just wanting to be heard, get in touch with us. The Power of One is a show about people, basically about you.